Hello everybody and welcome to our athletics club KS2 session 3. So today we're going to be looking at some different running activities, throwing and jumping again. The equipment you're going to need, okay, I've got a hoop, I've got a couple of markers, I've got a medicine ball that we're going to be throwing. You don't need a medicine ball, you can have any ball. I've got a bucket, I've got some tennis balls. Again, the tennis balls, these can be anything that's safe to throw. I've also got a measuring mat, but you can use a tape measure. You could even use just long strides to mark out your measurements. So we're going to get going very soon. I'm going to set some stuff up and then we're going to get going. Okay, so moving on now, we are going to do a little speed and agility game here. So what I've got is one hoop this side filled with tennis balls, and then 5 meters away I've got an empty hoop. Okay, so your challenge here is to see how quickly you can get all of the balls from this hoop into the empty hoop. Okay, the main focus here is, again, we're looking at our speed in between, acceleration, okay, and then some agility, turning, and some balance as well. Okay, so we've got to get down quickly, grab a ball, turn, and sprint to the next hoop. Okay, I'm going to do a quick little demonstration. So I'm going to start in the middle. Okay, and again, if you want to time yourself on this to make sure, so you can try and beat your time as we go on, that'll be great. Okay, so you start in the middle. Okay, let someone at home time you. As soon as you hear the go, okay, you can turn, get down, get a ball, get to the other side. You've got to be quick in between. And see how quickly you can transfer all the balls from one hoop to the other. Okay, as you saw there, I was trying to stay low, I was getting the ball down, getting back up, sprinting to the next hoop. Okay, give it a go. Like I said, have 2 or 3 goes at this, try and beat your time and see how you get on. Okay, so following on from our previous activity, okay, similar setup here. I've still got my hoop and my tennis balls. I've got 10 tennis balls in here at the moment. Again, if you haven't got tennis balls, okay, you can throw any balls, or you can throw some socks or whatever you've got at home. Okay, I've got one hoop that's full of balls. I've got a yellow cone in the middle, just a little marker. I've got my empty hoop, and I've also got a bonus area at the end that is a bucket. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. I'm going to collect a ball. I'm going to get to the yellow cone as quick as I can. And now I'm looking to try and throw the ball into the hoop. If it lands in the hoop, I get 1 point. If you manage to land the ball in the bucket though, okay, I'm going to give you 5 points. All right, so you want to see how many points you can score out of the 10 balls that we've got. So I'm going to have a little go, okay, and just show you how it's done. Let's see how I get on. So nice and quick, collect to the ball, get to the yellow cone. 0 points. That's 1. Oh, 5 points. 10 points. Oh. Okay, put through in the bucket, I'll bring it back up. Obviously, there's an element of speed to this in between, but don't rush the throw. Take your time on the throw, get the accuracy. I'm going for a little overarm throw. You might want to go underarm. I'll try an underarm one. A little bit off. 3 more to go. End on a good one. Okay, so I think I scored, let's have a look, bring the camera over. I scored 3, this one went in and one out, 3 in the bucket, so 15, I got 1 in the hoop, 16. See if you can beat my score. Okay guys, so moving on, we're going to stick with the throwing theme at the moment. Okay, so we're looking at the chest push now. Okay, so some of you might know this or similar technique from basketball or netball when we're playing the chest pass. Okay, the chest push is looking to see how far you can throw the ball from your chest. You start from your chest, okay, and you have to keep the ball there and throw as far as you can. Now I'm using a medicine ball here, but again, you can use football, a basketball, anything you've got at home that's safe to throw if you want to test yourselves. So, nice and simple, okay? Like I said, the ball starts from the chest, okay? You want to have your feet shoulder width apart here, okay, to have good balance. Slightly bend your knees to get into the ready position to throw. And then when it comes to throwing, you want to really bend your knees down, and then push up. Okay, we want to be pushing the ball up in the air. We want to get the height on the throw. If we bend down and push down, the ball's just it won't go as far. Okay, we want to get a nice bit of strength behind it. Okay, looking to bend your knees. Okay, and then push the ball as far as you can. And you're looking to try and throw the ball as far as you can. I've got a nice measuring tape here, but if you haven't got this at home, you can mark out some markers. I've done it in meters. Okay, you could do half meters or you can do full meters, whatever you want. Okay, so that landed about 6. I'm going to try and beat that now. Okay, each time you want to try and throw a bit further. Okay, but really focus on getting the technique right. Okay, what we can't do here is we can't turn to the side and throw, or we're not throwing from the shoulder with one hand. It's definitely not overhead. Okay, so we're looking, it's got to be from the chest, it's got to stay in your chest, okay, until it leaves your hands. All right, so I'm going to try and beat it now. Bend my knees and throw. Oh, okay, a bit further that time. Got up to 8. Now I know I can do better. Right, come on, last one from me. Last one from me, and then I'm going to let you guys have a go. I'm going to see how far I can get it this time. Also, what I would say is, if you're struggling to throw from this position, you can take one step back and push. I prefer this technique though. Okay, so bending your knees and throw. Yes. Okay, so I've thrown 10 meters. Okay, let's see if anyone can beat that. Give it a go. Okay, so finishing our club today, we are going to be looking at a jump, and the jump we're looking at today is going to be called the triple jump. Okay, so for those of you who have not, who don't know what that is, it consists of 3 different phases. Okay, so we have a hop, a step, and then a jump. So we put all 3 together to make the triple jump. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go through it very slowly. I'm going to go through each teaching point of each step, and then we're going to put it all together at the end and see how far we can go. So all I've got is 2 cones. That's all you need, 2 markers. Okay, this cone is going to stay there the whole time. That's my starter marker, and this cone is going to come with me to measure my jump. So like I said, we've got 3 phases to go through, and we're going to break them down and go through it slowly. Okay, and then you can have a go at each one as we go. So to start with, we're starting with the hop. So for the hop, quite a tricky one to get right. Okay, what we need to remember is the foot we take off is the foot we land on. It's very easy, okay, to when you hop, to basically do a big step. That's what we don't want to do. Okay, so if I take off on my left foot, I need to make sure I land on my left. If I'm going off my right, I need to make sure I land on my right. Okay, I'm going to use my left for this. Okay, so I'm going to do a quick little, just a little demonstration, okay, of what I want you to try and do. So, rather than having my feet together, I'm going to bring my left foot forward and my right foot back. That way I've got a little bit of momentum in my hop, okay? So you can rock a little bit and try and stay upright. So keep your body and your chest area up. You don't want to be leaning forward, because then you're going to fall forwards, and we want to stay upright, we want to go far. Okay, so a little rock, and all we're going to do is hop, land, and put the cone down where we land. So a little rock and a hop, and then you're going to try and keep that balance, put a cone down or a marker, and that's where I landed. And this time I want to try and beat that. So I'm going to go again, And if I do, I can move it forward. If I don't, then keep it there. That's your best. That's my best at the moment. Okay, so a little rock, really get upright. Okay. Okay, so I beat that slightly, I move that forwards. Okay, I'm going to do one more, but if you want to have a few goes at this until you get it right. Like I said, make sure when you're hopping, you're not taking off one leg and landing on the other. That's what we want to try and avoid. We want to make sure you take off one, you land on the same foot. Okay, I'm going to try and beat this time. Oh, just about. Okay, so practice the hop first, and then we're going to move it on to the step and then the jump. Okay, so hopefully by now you're all getting the hop part of our triple jump. If you haven't quite got there yet, then feel free to carry on. If you're ready to move on, then we're going to take it into the hop and the step now. Okay, so again, this is where it gets a little bit confusing because we've got to put two phases into one jump. So we start off the same, okay, feet together, take one step back, we can rock into it, we're still going for the hop, okay, so this time, rather than stopping and marking after the hop, we're going to then bring our other leg round and we're going to step forward, okay, so I'm going to do it slowly for the camera to see, and then I'll do a proper one. So it is literally a hop, and then this leg, rather than putting it down, we want to bring this leg forward and step. Okay, and then we measure from this foot this time. So as you can see there, I've taken off with my left, and I've landed on my left, and then I've landed on my right. And that's what I'm looking for. Take off from my left, land on left, onto the right. If you're taking off with your right leg, then you're going to do the opposite way round. Okay, so you're going to land on your right and then come round with the left. So I'm going to do it properly now and measure it. Are we ready? So again, body upright, good posture. Okay, rocking into it, a hop and a step, and then I'm going to measure my my landing, and again we're going to take a few goes at this and try and beat it. So a hop and a step. Again, I've got a little bit further that time, and then I want to try and beat it. So again, like I said, really slow it down, get this bit right before we go into the final phase, which is going to be the jump at the end. Okay, give this a go, and we're going to carry on in a minute with the next phase. Okay, so moving on to the final phase now. We've learnt the hop and the step. We're now going to be going on to the hop, the step, and then finally the jump. And we're going to see how far we can go. Okay, so again, nothing changes from here. We still start the same way. Okay, I always say feet together, take one foot back. That way you've got a nice distance to get a bit of momentum into your hop. Okay, so again, I'm going to do this very slowly so you can see before I go into the trying to do it for real. So we start off with the hop, and then we do the step, and this time as we step forward, this is what's going to get our momentum into the jump. Okay, so as soon as we step in, do that step, we're then going into the jump and we're landing with our feet together. As if we would in the long jump, we'd land with our feet together, measure from the back. Okay, so it's a hop, a step and a jump. So I'm going to do it properly now. Are we ready? We're going to a hop, a step and then a jump, and we're going to mark our cone there, and that is going to be where we are. Now we're going to try and beat it. That's my marker. Now I've got to try and beat that. Let's see if I can do it. Okay, final go for me, and then you guys are going to give it a go at home. So like I said, body upright, really rocking into it. Okay, a hop, a step and a jump. Okay, so I beat it by quite a long way. Let's have a little measure so you can test yourselves at home and see if you can beat me. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 5. It's about just under 7 meters that. So let's see if any of you guys at home can beat my jump. Give it a go. Okay, so that brings us to the end of our session 3. Well done for all of you that took part. I hope you have enjoyed it and learnt some new stuff. Just a quick recap of what we've done today. So we started on a little bit of speed work and transferring balls to different hoops. We then went on to some throwing into the targets, okay, so using the underarm throw or maybe the overarm throw to try and hit the targets. We then went on to our throwing, so we was looking to do the chest push, throw for distance. Remember the technique with that, we're looking to ball from the chest, bend our knees and really push up high. We don't want to be pushing down into the ground, we want to get height on the throw, okay? And then we moved on to our triple jump. Again, triple jump, if you're not quite getting it, don't worry, it takes a lot of practice to get the triple jump right, okay? So keep practicing, and I think each time you practice it, you'll get better and better and better, okay? Just remember the three main parts of the triple jump: the hop, the step, and the jump. Do it slowly first and then build into the big jump. And I'll see you next week for session 4.